Hi, welcome to another Premium Power Sports product review. Today we're actually going to do a how-to video on proper inflation of your towable tube. As you can see behind me, we have the Sport Stuff Paparazzi 3-person towable. It has a lower chamber and an upper chamber. When you're blowing up your towable, you want to make sure that when you're pressing down with your hand, you'd only like it to be able to press in about an inch to half an inch. If you're standing on it, if you're an adult size, you should only sink down about an inch. On the Paparazzi, you want to make sure the upper chamber is totally inflated, otherwise it'll sink down on you. One problem we commonly see is when you underinflate the towable. When you put it out in the water, generally the water is cooler than the air and the bladders inside generally shrink. So if you underinflate it as you're hitting the waves, the inner chambers of the towables tend to bounce around a lot and it'll blow a hole in it. So you definitely don't want to underinflate the tube. Don't be scared to blow it up. Like I said, you should only be sinking down if you're standing on it maybe an inch. One very common problem is when you're done tubing for the day, people will pull up their towable onto land and let it sit here in the sun for a couple hours. As the tube heats up, the bladder inside the towable tends to expand, and that's when the inner chambers tend to pop. You'll hear a big bang, and next thing you know, you have a big circle in your towable. Then you got to try to patch it or find another bladder. So if you're going to leave it on land and not tube for a couple hours, don't leave it in the sun. We recommend you deflating your towable by at least 25%. Take 25% of the air out of your towable, and that should do the trick. Then when you're ready to go, you can just inflate it back up and you're ready to tube again. A lot of people will leave their lake house for a week. They'll store their tube in the garage. As you all know, the garages tend to get very warm. You definitely want to deflate your tube all the way. If you're not going to deflate it, at least take 50% of the air out of your towable. That should do the trick. But again, don't underinflate it and then go out and tube. And when you're storing it or you're not going to be using it, don't leave it blowing up. It will warm up, it'll expand, and your bladders will pop, and you'll be spending way too much time looking for a bladder or trying to patch your holes. So that's it. If you have any other reviews you'd like done, go ahead and leave a comment section below in the YouTube comment section. You can Facebook us, or you can email us or call us. All right, have a great and happy summer.